It's been less than a year, and I finished it. Yay for me. Okay. Hi guys, Kutekittie here, and today we are going to be doing another sketchbook tour. Yes, I finished another sketchbook. This is the quickest I've ever finished a sketchbook. There are 72 pages in here, probably like 68, because I ripped out a few for for other reasons. Anyways, that's not important. I just know that I filled this sketchbook in less than a year, and that's all that matters. So let's take a tour. Okay. Off with the first page, we have a bunch of my OCs. It says welcome. It says the date that I started and the day that I ended. I didn't really do much special. Just when I made a new character, I drew an old character and put it in this notebook. I just drew their head. There's like a ton more than just this. I'm just lazy sometimes, a lot of times. Okay, let's get on with the first. So the first page, like that I actually did, that one took prop. The first page in my sketchbook took time over the year that I did this, and this one was the very first page I drew in, and it's my 3 superhero OCs, and I think I'm going to redesign Hopper because she kind of just doesn't make any sense in the theme, in the universe that I created, because she's literally the only, besides her father and whoever else lives on Easter Island, is the only one that's like this type, has a furry body. Anyways, let's continue. So I have this, so I was kind of going through like a Spider-Man things, which I drew Spider-Man, didn't do a great job, then I drew Batman, and then I asked one of my friends what their favorite superhero was, and they said Iron Man and Batman, so I drew Batman, and then Iron Man's dead, so rip him. Okay, and then we have this page. It's just a bunch of, I drew my friends, and like, all my friends, okay, have something magical related to them, okay? I'm not the only one. A lot of my friends do. Like, I have one friend who likes witches a whole lot. She cosplays at them a lot of times. I have another friend who's really likes cats. Like, she wears cat ears almost every day, and she has this cat hoodie. I have another friend who's also really likes wolves, and so she wears wolf ears sometimes, and she's in my pack. Anyways, so I'm not the only one who's a weirdo. Okay, before we get to this, let's get to this page. So in the corner, for this page, I did a 3 marker challenge, and I wanted to see what I could do with the hair and stuff. Anyways, this little witch creature right here, one of my art friends drew it in my sketchbook because, people like to draw on your stuff. Anyways, so with my 3 marker challenge, we have Kimmy, and I think I did a pretty well job. I got a pink, blue, and yellow thing. I mixed the pink and the yellow together to get her skin tone, and yeah. Okay. Just warning, there's not many colored pages. A lot of these are sketched or just line arted. So you have been warned. It's not super colorful. Okay, random page of creatures drew at school. Here's Yushi. If you guys remember from my last sketchbook tour, he was one of my second or third guy OCs. Anyways, we have Miss Chubby. I tried to draw a fat character. She's not very fat. She just looks fat in the face. Anyways, I drew this on October 8th. So, it has been less than a year. Okay, and then here is the Inktober picture of my witch OC. wizard, witch, OC, whatever. And I also, she was also my Halloween costume that year. And this is what she looked. That's pretty much the basic of her color design. I later in life I colored this. Anyways, so the story behind this is my friend saw a bird without a leg, and I felt so sad, and she called him Tiny Tim. And I was like, oh, Tiny Tim, no! He's been reincarnated into a one-legged bird. And so I drew this one-legged bird. This is what I got. Okay. Okay, 4. So on this side we have my Persona chocolate dip. I did a bunch of just drawing hers because I haven't drew her in a while, and I think I really like this cartoon version of her a whole lot. I was watching I was watching Mariah Elizabeth, and I was watching some of her old videos where she did she like drew a lot of food and stuff, so I wanted to draw some kawaii food and also use colored pencils. I never use colored pencils. They're my least used art material. Okay, I was watching a lot of times when I draw, I usually am watching a YouTuber draw and I'm like, oh, that looks fun, let me try that and stuff. Or I'm looking at pictures or something. A lot of times it's based off of what I'm watching or what I'm looking at anyways. So a YouTuber called Whiffy Waffles, drawing with Whiffy Waffles, I think. She was doing her like Frankenstein, Miss Frankenstein, and so I wanted to join her. I wanted to draw Frankenstein, Mrs. Frankenstein myself. I can't speak. Gosh darn it. Okay, and so on this side we have Callie. She is my summer OC. That makes absolutely no sense, but for I believe a year ago, the grade before what I am now, a year ago, I drew this. I drew like a summer picture of her when I first started school last year. Not the one that I just graduated from, but the one before that. And so I wanted to redraw her because I didn't draw ever since then. So since it's back to school, she's kind of just fantasizing about going to the beach. Here is a random house that I drew, and I did this during math class. Like, that's important. Anyways, on this side we have my 90s TV OC. What does that mean? I don't know. That's what I call them because I don't really know the name. Just like humans with like 80s TVs on their head. She doesn't have a name, but you did see her in my Halloween speed paint. We also have Yumi and Meep, Rock, and in Needed Eraser form, and then we just got a bunch of glasses and other junk spreads, you know, just doodle away. And on this side, I'm sad because I didn't think I was actually going to color her, but I fell in love with her a lot, so I colored her. Anyways, and then I forgot that I drew my own. I just watched the sequel to Maleficent, and I wanted to draw her, like, outfit, and I thought it was really interesting in the gradients and stuff. But alas, she is a little bit tainted right now. Here is a scene with bees. I don't know. Bees, beehive, tree. You get the basics. Regular park stuff. And here's the bees. And here's a human bee, a bee as a human. And then also Inktober was still going on, so I decided to do a tree. Yee. I really like this. I think this was actually like, I watched a tutorial on how to make this tree and I'm really proud of it. Okay, I was watching Katsun and I was like, she draws animals so cutely, like in our older videos. Anyways, she draws animals so cutely, so I took a bunch of reference pictures and tried to draw it. This is what I got. Okay, I do not watch Stranger Things, but my friend, she does, and it was her birthday, so I wanted to make her a birthday card with Steve Hart. I don't know. And I also, that video with the Stitch painting, that was also part of her birthday gift, so yeah. And we have a detective. You see what I mean by, I'm rambling. See what I mean by how easy it is for it to rip? Because it's like prepared to be easy to rip. Anyways, we have a farmer chicken and regular human chicken thing, and we have a detective over here, and then we have the murderous duck. I used to make a lot of pins at school and give them out. Anyways, here is Stitch. These were like my reference pictures that I attempted to draw before I went onto the big canvas. Okay, these are the only random girls you will see in my book. Okay, for once I generally focused on references and OC drawings, and these are the only random girls you will find in this sketchbook. I usually draw a bunch of random characters, nothing special. They're not in my own scenes. I just wanted to draw something in that kind of fashion style. These are the only ones you will find in this book. Okay, it's not important, but let's get on. Okay, so remember that detective? I redesigned her with the poofy hair, and she lives in a crazy apartment. Pretty wacky, and there's just 2 random bears up there. Don't mind them. And I went in depth on the crazy house. Each room's got a crazy hobby stuff. They even got a roller coaster at their house. Kind of like Arnold's. If the old Nickelodeon show Arnold, Hey Arnold, and like how his boarding house has a bunch of weird characters in it. Anyways, here's I forgot her name. I didn't write her name. I don't remember. It was something. I can't remember. Anyways, this is one of the characters. She is in the household of 3. No matter what, there's always 3 of everything. Okay, and she's kind of just, her best friend helps her with investigations and stuff. She doesn't really care about being a 3. Anyways, so we have her room. This is her investigation room. Her mom is also an investigator, a spy, if you will. And then this is their like main room in their apartment. Her dad, and her talking and vacuuming stuff. Okay, I started watching Delightful, and I got really interesting in the Lolita fashion. So I drew a bunch of Lolita fashion-ish thing, and you know what I did? On that day, I painted my face with pink hearts, pink and blue hearts, pastel, of course. Must be pastel. Pink and blue pastel hearts on my face like blush. I wore one of my like eccentric-ish shirt and did a new type of hairstyle, and I walked around with hearts on my face, and I went to a museum. Oh my goodness. But the thing is, if I'm an artist, that's not really weird, because there are plenty of artists that have very interesting and artistic styles, so I got a few giggles and looks, and you know what? I made someone's day. Anyways, let's get on with more pictures. So I drew these characters again, my OCs, my superhero OCs. So and there's a tiny little comic thing at the bottom, and it's gosh darn, I can't remember her name. She says I made that. She made a tree grow, and the leaf. I don't think that's his name. I can't remember any of my OC's names. What type of child? What type of mother am I? Terrible mother. Anyways, he said in his head, he's like, she's not supposed to be that strong, and so she's pretty strong for powers stuff. Okay, let me just. So the Furdos, I explained this already in my first sketchbook tour about my OCs. Anyways, the Furdos, they have like one special ability, and they're pretty strong at it, and so when they are transformed and combined with some sort of human, half human like creature to like help save the world from bad guys, they only get half of their abilities, especially when they're very young and very new, and as they get older and use them longer, they get stronger. But she has only used this ability for like 2 months, and she's already able to grow a tree, and that shouldn't be possible for if she was a regular quote-unquote superhero. Anyways, I love it. I love her in pigtails. Can I just say, she looks so cute when she has her hair up. Anyways, we have Kevon, my mannequin character. He helps me with here's Kevon. Anyways, he helps me with, I can't think, I'm sorry. He helps me with modeling. He's my model, but the thing is, he's addicted to Gatorade bottles. So if there's ever a Gatorade bottle in my room, he will be holding it. Simple as that. And when I drew this, he was holding a Gatorade bottle with flowers in it, so I drew that. Anyways, let's keep on going. Here is an example of what my face looked like at the museum. But I also painted freckles on my face, maybe. Anyways, I have these hearts. I always have tape in between my glasses. Not right now because I'm wearing new glasses. Anyways, yeah, I paint my face a lot, and it's not even face paint. Okay, now I think I was watching YouTube videos of like poses and stuff, and so I just drew the poses, and yeah, self-explanatory. Okay, I have these little weird Japanese figurines of like this one girl. We got Pikachu, we got that creature, we got Stitch. Yeah, okay. Anyways, okay, let's move on to this terrible sketches. Okay, so one of my friends was leaving. She was moving out. It's the same girl who gave me her LPS, and she also does live streams, so you should check her out. Description in the below. Anyways, she was moving, and so I wanted to give her a goodbye painting, because I never got to paint her a painting for her birthday, so I gave her one for goodbyes. And here's the picture of it. Anyways, so I when I draw fan art, usually I'm really good at it, but when it's like cartoon, I generally don't really like the art style of Gravity Falls. I enjoy watching Gravity Falls, I just can't draw the art style. So I kind of just did like some fan art, looked at other people's fan art until I got to one I liked. Anyways, random picture of me, and yes, I had a knee brace around that time, December, a Wednesday in 2019. Okay, now let's get into this, don't mind this page. It was a picture a landscape picture, but my baby cousin ripped it out of my notebook, so it's somewhere in my room. I don't know. Okay, so I was getting my hair done. I was getting it braided, and my aunt was like, draw something. I was like, I don't want to draw anything. Draw something, because she's really enthusiastic about my art. So I wrote this comic. It took me like I started on December 28th, didn't finish it until April 29th, because reasons. I just did bit by bit until I eventually finished it. And I didn't even like finish the entire liner. I just wanted to make sure you could read the words and stuff. Anyways, here is the comic.
Hair paint, part 1. Maybe I should get a redo. Why would you change your hair when you get beautiful grape hair when you transform? What's with that face for? I'm still mad at you for that. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I'm going to be late. The next day. Ding dong. I'll be with you in 1 minute. How can I help you? I want to get some braids with extensions. Okay, get ready for a long day. Why do I feel like I'm going to regret this? 6 hours later. Done! Ooh, I like it. Ow, 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 ow. It might hurt for a week. That's great. Thanks so much. Hey, let's transform. Transforming sounds because I have no effects settings at all. What the? Meanwhile, where is Laura?
So, I was watching another video from Drawing with Waffies about hands, so I kind of drew hands with her. I also watched a video about poses, and then I was looking at pictures, because I was watching a super old drawing with Wiffy Waffles of her dinosaur that she used to draw all the time, and I was like, I want to draw dinosaurs, so I did that, and then I found this artist who just such super cute art style when it comes to animals, and she's just great. She's great, awesome, fantastic. It's and then I went down a rabbit hole on Pinterest. Okay, her name was Floofy Fluff. I believe that's the artist of of the animals. And I also found some other artists. I don't really recall what they were called. I just remember Floofy Fluff because I wrote it down and I really like her art stuff. She's the one who helped me draw corgis. Anyways, I didn't trace this. I did this from eye to hand, like looking at the picture and drawing it. And I really like it. And I enjoy this. This is probably one of my favorite spreads. And I drew a water fury. She's one of the fury class types. She is for water, because there's light fury and a dark fury. So I wanted to make my own fury OC, because why not? Because I enjoy How to Train Your Dragons. It's been part of my life. When the first movie came out, I was probably like pre-K to first grade. Anyways, okay, and so I always watch that movie a whole lot. I have the DVD, the VVD, and I rewatch it a lot. And now the DVD don't work no more because I watched it too many times over my lifespan. Anyways, so this is a Water Fury. She's also the princess of her little weird clan idea. Never really fully elaborate on that story, but there she is. Okay, I was like, you know what, let me draw some guys because I haven't drawn guys in a while. So I tried to do that and I completely failed. Okay, and this is my another superhero OCs, but this was for schoolwork because I had to make a superhero out of an element. I believe it was for phosphorus, the element that's in matches. So she's like got fire. She's able to fish. She's a fish magnet because for phosphorus is in your body and also it's in fish. So like it's in fish, so magnet stuff. Anyways, her sidekick is a squid from her dad's lab. She became a superhero when she was messing around in her dad's lab, and suddenly she had a whole lot of more phosphorus in her body. Also, she also has the ability to heal because for phosphorus is in your bones, and since she has an excessive amount, she's able to heal any broken bones, but she's not really good when it involves blood. Okay. She also has like this bad guy person, twins of some sort. When they combine together and work together, they can help her not help her, make her lose the ability to control her powers, and if she uses them too much, she will it will be quite dangerous. Her fire will turn blue, she will be extremely hot, and she needs to get in the water immediately. But she can't get out of the water for like 2 hours in order to completely fixate her body, so that's like her weakness of the bad guy she fights. Anyways, I never drew the bad guys, but that's not important. I'm rambling. I like talking about my OCs. This is my magician OC. I don't really have a story behind her. After ranting about this girl, I come to the next girl and I have no conversation about. Here is a sleepy boy. Super, like, the most extreme lazy potato, and he just sleeps the whole time. Try to draw dinosaurs again, don't know what happened. Okay, here's another picture of my Water Fury. And there is this one animator. She doesn't animate anymore, but she did like warrior animations, and I really like how she drew cats, so I took a bunch of pictures of videos she had and drew it. And once again, I did not trace, so yeah. Okay, now we are getting to something. Now we got to my, okay, so like I said, I used to do gacha, didn't make any videos, I just like making stories, but when I got a new phone, the story was deleted, and I just had no motivation to redo it. Okay, and so this is my avatar when it comes to gacha. My avatar. Okay, there we go. She's my avatar with gacha's characters. Okay, so I kind of chibied her up. I drew her in my style, and then I drew her like as a gacha, like an actual gacha. Like, this is what they kind of look in gacha, but her eyes are different, and this is kind of in my style. Anyways, and then I chibi-fied her even more, and this is a storyboard. I'm sorry for the noise. Anyways, this is a storyboard for the for an animation that's coming up. So yeah, look out for that. That's fun. It's coming along smoothly, but it's also a pain in the butt because I've got like 24 frames and I've only got like 6 seconds done. Okay, we have eyeballs. These are the eyeballs I showed with the art tutorial. Okay, and then I drew this girl. Don't know why, she just has a super embarrassed face on her. Okay, this is when I started getting serious about drawing guys. So first of all, this is a random girl. She is an old OC of mine. I tried to draw her again. I decided to redraw her character later in life, redesign her because I don't like it anymore. Anyways, and then we have my Goddess of Roses OC. She has 2 best friends. One is the goddess of stars. I haven't drawn her in the sketchbook, but this is what she looked like when I first drew her. The goddess of Mother Earth, goddess of road is Raylan. That's her name. This is what when I first drew her, and then I drew her again. Anyways, also this is her best friend. Well, one of the two best friends she has. She's the goddess of stars. She's the warrior of stars. Anyways, old sketchbook, not important right now. So I looked at pictures, references of guys, anime characters, and I drew them. And later in life, I watercolored them, because this is like the second watercolor painting I do in this thing. Anyways, let's continue. More guy. I really wanted to draw guys well. I'm not just always stick a hoodie on them because I can't do anatomy. Although I did that in this picture. It's not the point. Okay. Bashful boy. Bashful. Don't know what's going on with his face. He's okay-ish. He reminds me of this man. I'm terrible with names, okay? It takes me like 20 times to remember something, and then when they go in season 2 of an anime, they go by first name basis, and I'm just so confused who's who. Not important. Okay, I'm going on a rant and tangent. Anyways.
This can't be the end of the sketchbook. You're right, random person with the beard. It's not. But I talk a lot about my OCs and explaining what I was doing, why I drew it, and what I came up with, and deciding why I draw it, pretty much. Because of this, my film took about an hour. So I don't know how long YouTube will allow me to have a video, so I just went with 30 minutes to stay on the safe side. But stay tuned for part 2. That will be coming up very soon, probably, hopefully less than a day.